Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today the Detroit Pistons are waiving Troy Brown Jr. after he started 12 games for them out of 22 games played in the 2023-24 season. This is one of two roster cuts for the Pistons today, the day before free agency. They also let go of Buddy Boham. Two guys let go from the Detroit Pistons organization. So Troy Brown Jr. played 59 games last year, 37 games with 3 starts with the Minnesota Timberwolves, and then 22 games and 12 starts with the Pistons. He was a part of that Monte Morris trade that sent Monte Morris to Minnesota, and he went to Detroit. So, he went to Detroit, played 22 games, 12 starts, got 19 minutes per game. His field goal percentage was a terrible 30% from 3. He shot 28%. He averaged 4.2 points per game. He averaged 3.3 rebounds per game, 1 assist per game. Now, funny thing is he put up those numbers. He put up basically those same numbers with the Minnesota Timberwolves on you can divide his minutes, and he put up those numbers. 19 minutes per game with Detroit. And he averaged 4, 3, and 1. 11 minutes per game with Minnesota. His field goal percentage was 44%, so 15% better. His three-point percentage was 37%, so 9% better, or 8% better. What was it? It was, so in 2000, I'm trying to, 28%, and 8% better, right? No, sorry, 9% better. I had it right the first time. 9% better from 3, and then 4.2 points per game. So the exact same. He averaged the same amount of points with Minnesota and Detroit. 4.2 points per game with Minnesota in 11 minutes per game, and then 4.2 points per game with Detroit in 19 minutes per game. And he also averaged 2 rebounds per game with Minnesota in 11 minutes per game compared to his 3 rebounds per game in 19 minutes per game with Detroit. And he averaged 1.1 assists per game in 19 minutes per game with Detroit, and averaged 1 assist per game in 11 minutes per game with Minnesota. So I don't know if Troy Brown Jr. just didn't want to be in Detroit, or if it just shows what of a crap show the Detroit Pistons are, and that that they were completely they were disoriented. They were just, I don't even know what to say about it. I mean, they were absolutely terrible last year. They were they just, I mean, I don't think they even cared about winning last year, and I'm sure Troy Brown Jr. didn't have a lot of confidence going into Detroit. I'm sure that was a big thing as well, but those numbers are crazy is my thing. But with the Lakers, he wasn't that bad in the 2022-23 season. He averaged 7.1 points per game with 4 rebounds per game. He averaged 1.3 assists per game, 1 steal per game in 76 games of 45 starts, averaging 25 minutes per game. His field goal percentage was 43%, and his three-point percentage was 38%. So if you look at his numbers with his 2 previous teams for the Pistons, with the Timberwolves and the Lakers, and those his numbers with them are great, or not great, but way better compared. Like, they're amazing compared to the Pistons, and I'm rooting for the Pistons. I'm not trying to come off as being hostile towards the Pistons, because I want to see the Pistons succeed. I feel bad for the fans. I want them to be better, mainly for their fans. And I think they have a nice young core. I think you really got to bring in the right head coach, and we'll see who they bring in and see how I feel about that. But I think this team will be better next year. I hope so. Just for I have had a lot of, in the last 3 years doing YouTube, I've had a lot of Pistons fans watch my channel. And Lions fans as well. So I really hope for the Pistons that, turn this thing around. The Detroit fans have been through so much with the Lions already. They're finally turning things around. So I hope the same thing could happen for the Pistons as well. Even you got the Tigers, who are bad as well. But I hope they turn things around. I think it's going to take a couple years, but I think things definitely could be better next year. I think they have the solid young team to be better. But at the same time, it doesn't change the fact that they were terrible last year. And obviously, there are players who didn't want to be there or just like completely lost confidence when joining them. So, yeah, let me know. Hopefully things are better for them. Hopefully things are better for them than next year, though. Let me know your thoughts and peace out.